What's up, y'all? It's me, your boy Butter AP. Back here, just kicking out game on a Sunday. I figured I'd start doing this. A lot of people be asking me questions, especially on my Instagram, about some of the things I post and some of the things I comment on and the comments I be leaving. People be real interested in my perspective on things. They like my perspective. I got a real abundant perspective on things, a real affluent perspective on things, alternative perspective on things. So, I just figured why not just give my opinion on things and, just kick some game on a Sunday. I got some things to do. I'm taking the kids out in a little while, so I just want to get to it. Some female on Instagram, I don't know her personally, but she posted, came across my feed, she posted, a man should know a female's value without asking. Basically, she was saying no man should ask, oh, what do you bring to the table? She said if a man asks her, what do you bring to the table, she's gonna get instantly turned off. And a lot of dudes in the comments was just disagreeing with her, basically saying, oh, if I can't ask you, then that means you don't have any value. Oh, if it's a problem that I ask you that, then we don't even need to be talking. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kinda agree with her. I feel like it's a man's job to value. It's a man's job to evaluate a woman and determine her value to him. So let me break that down. One, let's talk about the fact that why even ask a female what's her value? Why even ask a female what do you bring to the table? Now, if I was to ask some shit like that, it's one of two things. You either ask me that dumb shit, and I'm like, bitch, look at me. What do I bring to the table? Bitch, what you bring to the table? And I'm just kicking shit back at her. I'm just popping it back at her. If that's the case, then yeah. Or if I'm damn near about to get rid of you and you like, please, hey, why not? Take me, I want you. And I'm like, bitch, what do you bring to the table? Like, why? What do you bring to the table that I gotta do this for you? That's the only way I really even would consider asking some shit like that. But to be honest, other than that, there's no reason to even ask because think about it. When you getting to know a female and you're on the phone with her or y'all going on a first date, first time y'all link up, that's the interviewing process right there. During that interview, you're gonna ask questions. She's gonna say one thing, but that doesn't mean she's telling the truth. What female is gonna tell you the 100% truth? None of them. Men lie, women lie, but actions don't. So I've been on 100 job interviews in my past. I never told the truth on any of them. And if I did, I didn't get the job. So why even ask? Of course you ask questions and you try to evaluate, but the best way to get to know somebody is through watching their actions, especially when they not paying attention. Yeah. When they think you ain't looking, that's when you pay attention. You look when they ain't looking. You get me? That's when you're gonna really see a person's true character. And that's when you get to evaluate if this is a good person, if this person is disciplined, if this person has principles and morals and stand on something. If you're a man courting a woman and you're trying to get to know her, this is when you get to see if she's teachable, if she's gonna follow instructions, if she's submissive, if she's likable. Like everybody's on their best behavior when they want something. You know what I'm saying? If you looking at this person like I really want him, she's gonna do and say whatever. But it's only so long fake thugs can pretend. So that's one way I look at it. Another way I look at it is value is not universal. Value is in the eye of the beholder. So what's valuable to you might not be valuable to me. You feel me? You might get the and she know how to cook. And you like, man, that's all I needed was a that know how to cook. You know what I mean? She got the food stamps. I ain't got to pay for food. She make the best meals. And that's all I really need. I needed a like this. I might have to and be like, I don't need you to cook. I got my boy Tito. He do my meal preps. You know what I'm saying? $150 a week. Gourmet style. He drop it off at my crib. I don't need you to cook for me. I might be talking to the young lady, getting to know the young lady, and I'm talking to the young lady, getting to know the young lady, and I found out that she know how to fix credit. My credit shot. She know how to fix credit. She know how to build credit. That might be an asset to me. It might not have been an asset to you because your credit was already good. And that's just layman terms, a few examples of what I mean. You got to figure out what's valuable to you. If you don't know what's valuable to you, you can't even determine how a person can be valuable to you if you don't know what's valuable to you. You got to know what you want. Then once you know what you want and the things that you need, then you can identify what's valuable about her that can help you in your life. Some nigga just want a bad bitch with a little BBL and a cute face and one of them little wet and wavy wigs. You feel me? A wet and wavy wig, a BBL, and a Fashion Nova fit every weekend is lit. Yeah, that might be his thing. But if you don't value looks as much as he does, that might not be your thing. So that's why I said value is universal. Value is not universal. Value is in the eye of the beholder. Now, the reason why I really agree with the young lady as well, as far as you don't ask a female what to bring to the table, is because at the end of the day, value doesn't need an announcement. You don't walk in a room and say, hey, I'm valuable. Everybody fuck with me. I'm valuable. Look at me. That's not how things work. Not in real life. A man that is discerning, a man that knows what he wants, has keen insight, he's not going to ask you, what do you bring to the table? You know, he's not going to ask you what you bring to the table. He's going to observe. Through his observation, he'll find value in you if you're valuable. If you don't have no value, he's not going to find it. You got to be attentive. If you're attentive and you're discerning, and you know what you're looking for, you're going to find the value that you need out of the female, and vice versa. If you're a discerning woman, you're going to find value out of the man that you're dealing with, unless they just don't have value, or the value that something that you value, they don't have it. If they don't have anything that you value, you're not going to find value. That's why another to come take your nigga, and she be like, man, this nigga lit. He everything I ever wanted. And in the back of your mind, like, where was that when I had him? It's just what she values and what you value might not be the same. That's all. But that's why I said it's up to the man to find value in the female. You don't ask, you observe. I mean, you do ask, but observation is key.